Okay, hopefully I'm recording. So, it's Saturday, September the 6th, from the future, if most of you are in the other end of the planet, on the other end of the planet I should say. And Uranus has just turned retrograde in Gemini. And Uranus is about technology and kind of futuristic thinking. The tarot card for Uranus is the Fool. Yes, it is. And the glyph for Uranus is the one that looks like a kind of a TV aerial. It's got like a little thick circle and a thick, and it, oh, I could draw it. Let's draw it. We've got a bit of paper here. Okay. It looks like that. See how that looks kind of like an aerial or a satellite. And it's ruled by the Fool. I mean, the tarot card is the Fool. It is one of the ruling planets of Aquarius. And it's currently retrograde in Gemini. And it's about technology, futuristic thinking, and like the people and community. And Aquarius is about the collective, so that kind of makes sense. But when it goes retrograde, which it will be, not always in Gemini, because it going backwards and forwards, it will go back into Taurus and until February the 4th. So that's what, September, October, November, December, January, 5 months. And what happens then is that we kind of start thinking inward and reassessing our relationships with technology, and possibly, you know, like the things that I haven't even tried and I hear about, like the YouTube algorithms and what's that thing that everyone's going, chat, what's it called? Chat GPI or something, you know, that AI chat. So people are going to be thinking a lot about that. And it seems kind of like pretty apt at the moment with people, especially older people, coming into YouTube. And I mean, like I said, I'm on this school community, and as in SKOOL school, and all these people that are in their 40s, 50s and 60s are up on technology and talking about algorithms and the thing I said before, the chat thing and AI, and I haven't really looked into any of that, but because I'm trying to learn to do YouTube again, and YouTube seems to be a completely different kettle of fish than it was back in 2016 when I was making videos, 17, whatever. But yeah, it does seem kind of quite the vibe of what's happening at the moment, especially as I said with older people. And so this Uranus retrograde will make people like reassess their relationship with this and how they're going to use it and how it's going to inform their future. And the whole technology thing, the whole thing, I mean, we have gone through the biggest, I believe, our generation. What are we? I think I'm a borderline Gen X. Anyway, we've seen so much technology change. I mean, when I was a kid, I think they only just got colour TV. We didn't have TV, but I do remember seeing Thunderbirds or Star Trek. Anyway, I see the one where, yeah, it was Star Trek. They had a voice talking on the screen, and that was just like, you know, that was never going to happen. That was out of the future. That was dreamland. That was way out of the future, like, you know. So the future's come really quickly, and it's terrifying. But the good thing about things going in retrograde is we can go backwards a bit, and we can imagine we're getting a bit more time, and we can reassess this techie stuff and AI and YouTube and what we're doing. But you know what? I feel more at home with good old-fashioned cards in my hand. I have got a couple of apps. mainly I like my decks, I like my pens, and I like my paper. I'm not able really to journal on my phone. I've never been a phone user. I'm not a native phone user. I just don't. Lots of people my age and older are, but I just don't use it naturally. I'm a natural notebook reader, as you'll know from my millions of notebooks that I keep every day, and I have. And I'm tactile. I like to hold things, and I like to fidget and skim with these cards. So let's have a look. So we look at our card for the day, and we'll go from there. But I am going to talk about I have a lot of, not a lot, but I have some collections. The things I collect are books, although I read them. I think I said in a video a while ago, I'm not a collector that puts things in a case and never to be touched or used. I can't do that. And that wouldn't give me any joy at all. So I guess I'm a kind of collector who just collects things I like my tarot cards and oracle cards, books, journals. What I use when I collect them, art stuff. But I guess, is it collecting if you use it and run it out and get more? I don't know. Fountain pens, I collect fountain pens, and Jamie asked me to talk about them, so I will. Not today, but because that might be a longer video. I might do a little short one. I don't even know if, well, there's one. This is just a little Queveco Sport. I love these pens. I've got a whole cup full. I love all the different colours, and they're tiny. I mean, this is like a playing card poker size deck, and that's how small the pen is. But you take the top off, you've got a full size pen. It's a very clever design. I think they called them pocket pens back in the day. But this is a German make, and I just love these Queveco pens. They do them in fun colours. And I like them. You just chuck them in your bag and take them around with you, and you can use lots of different colours of ink. So that's that. I don't have any more I can easily reach. I've got a candle going, and as I said, if I knock the table, this phone is going to go wobble because it's on a really weird bendy phone holder thing from the Arc, and it wobbles a lot. So, you know, I said the other day I can't talk and shuffle. Very difficult. But I'm going to... Right, let's go. The day is a 6. We're going to count to 6. And I collect, as I said, the tea lighthouses. So, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and what a lovely card she is. This reminds me of willow trees, and I've got willow trees here, and I had willow trees in my house in England, and I like them. And the water kind of looks like my pond. But she's definitely she's the Queen of Pentacles is kind of a leader, like earthy, like maybe a head gardener. Unlike me, I'm just a bumbler, but she's got the protection, like protecting the earth. I guess like the pentacle is kind of like the earth, and yeah, like the genuine the earth mother, and because it is a Capricorn card, it should definitely be very earthy. And in the winter, which, well, in the northern hemisphere, Capricorn happens in the winter. And you've got that, like I said, the central pentacle, the earth, that I think symbolises earth. And the kind of leadership qualities as well. So the queen, I guess, for me, in this would be the tree, and the pentacle is the earth. But I could be wrong. And I said she's a Capricorn, and the Queen of Pentacles, I think, also crosses the last decan of Sagittarius, so which is also the Ten of Wands, which we got the other day, so they're kind of a bit related. And she's got that fire for the leadership qualities, so yeah. Queen of Pentacles. And now I just want to have a look what the Fool looks like in this deck because of the Uranus retrograde thing. Now you're getting a quick look at the deck. Oh, I do love the Pentacles. I'm the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is my very favourite tarot card. It's what I call the outside looking in. That used to be, I used to have a blog years ago in the days of blogs called Outside Looking In. There's the Fool. Oh my goodness, that Fool looks a bit like that Strength card we had the other day with a tree. It's not quite as like the other one, but it is kind of leaning over. So there we go. That's a card that represents Uranus. And yep, the tree is kind of bending backwards, going into retrograde, and because it's in Gemini, which is an air sign. So yeah, there we go. I'll put that one back. We don't confuse the issue. Now, this one, the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I love astrology. I mean, like I said with tarot, tarot is amazing to me. It's such a, it gives you a lot of insight, but also astrology too. If you really dive into your chart, there's so many things you can find out. It's crazy. I'm very, very watery, incredibly watery, which is hard, you know. An empath on this planet is difficult. So we said, what number did I get? Oh, I got the Queen. So the Queen, so I've got to go to 13. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A clockwork pumpkin. Now that's interesting. It made me think of the film The Clockwork Orange, and just talking about Uranus going into retrograde and technology and stuff, and seeing clockwork, it could mean like we're going back to the days of clockwork. A wonderful idea, the ha-ha moment. Wow. So have I had a ha-ha moment today? I think I did. That's what it was. I just, looking at this, there is one of these cards, I think, that's Little Red Riding Hood, but this made me think, suddenly, the hair, I guess, and the red pumpkin made me think of Little Red Riding Hood. It was storytelling. It was to do a podcast, because apparently you can do podcasts on YouTube now, so people can just listen and not worry too much about the video. So I guess you just have a still. I have to look more into it, but my idea was to do a little series of podcasts talking about different things, because I'm such a rambler, you know, and there's not always things that you can show. I mean, talking about these cards, and when I do a lot of other stuff, will be cool. And I was thinking about my channel. I've always talked about all sorts of stuff. I've always rambled. So, you know, I'm not going too off at a tangent by doing different stuff. And it doesn't matter anyway. So the Clockwork Pumpkin, shall we see what the book says? If it mentions anything about Uranus going into retrograde, I doubt it, but you never know your luck. So card 39. Notice the bright bulb inside this clockwork pumpkin. You are about to have an amazing moment, a brilliant insight, and a very illuminating idea. How many ways can you say it? Action must be taken immediately while the idea is fresh and new. No more procrastination. Ha ha ha. Follow the aha moment with action and watch amazing change in the form of abundance, creativity, and satisfaction take place in your life. I may look a strange muse, a clockwork pumpkin accompanied by a beautiful girl, but have no doubt I am the new idea, the epiphany, the moment of clarity, when the seeming chaos of life suddenly arranges itself into a brilliant opportunity. You're about to be presented with such a golden idea that I want you to be ready. It may come from within you, or it may come from outside of you, but you've drawn it to you with the power of attraction and manifestation, and it is an idea that will bring you great riches of the body, mind, and spirit. It's time to activate your own brilliant abilities and become the abundant and rich being you were born to be. We are so pleased to have found you. We've waited for exactly the right being to take on this idea and bring it to life within the world. It's evolved out of time, out of space, and it is perfect for you. It may be a song, a project, a new job, a relationship. Its form is fluid, but its time is now, and you are the person chosen to bring it through. Cosmic duty it may be, but joy and love it will bring, as well as abundance and true happiness. And there we go. And then it goes on a bit more of the same. It could concern a brilliant solution to a mechanical problem. Oh, well, that kind of makes sense with this YouTube stuff that I'm learning all about. Never forget that Thomas Edison dreamed the light bulb, so please don't doubt your intuitive self when it becomes a delivery system for this wonderful innovation that you're in charge of. Talking of light bulbs, I love these. I love those coloured lights, you know. I've got one, but its battery went. Well, you can get scenes and make light scenes. I really, really like those. So, there we are. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Earth Mother, and a wonderful idea. And we've got Uranus in retrograde, in Gemini. And we've got an eclipse coming up on Monday and the full moon. All good things coming up in the sky and in the cards. So I will talk about pens, and I'll talk about my collections of tea light houses. And I want to ask, why do we collect things? What makes us collect things? I mean, I know why I collect my houses. It's not just tea light houses. I collect houses, pictures of houses, little houses. I like to draw houses. When I was a child, I just wanted to draw houses all the time. Like really young, before I could even think about the concept of a house, like 2, whatever, 3, as soon as I could talk. But I always wanted my houses to be towers. When they drew a square house of a thing, apparently I'd walk around with a book and a pen and say house, but what I meant was tower. I wanted to draw a tall house with a pointed roof. So yeah, and I've got this tower obsession as well. I don't collect towers, but I would if I could. I'd have lots of them, like in Italy, in San Gimignano, where they've got all those towers. I love that place. It's in that movie, the really cool Maggie Smith movie, Tea with Mussolini. That is such a wonderful movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Right, okay, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. And there's lots more to come. And maybe I'll make a podcast. Haha. Bye.